Eu estou aqui hoje com Lauren Kate. Lauren é a autora dos livros da série Fallen, que são assim um grande sucesso editorial no mundo e aqui no Brasil também. E agora vai estrear no cinema a versão do primeiro livro, que é chamada Fallen, que estreia agora em dezembro nos cinemas brasileiros. So Lauren, it's a pleasure to have you here in Brazil, and I wonder if when you started writing the book, the first book, if you had any idea that you'd have this huge fan following and they will participate with you through social media and all this.
No, certainly not. It's been a wonderful surprise almost every step of the way, and I never take it for granted. When I started writing Fallen, I was still learning how to finish a novel. You know, I had started many novels, but I didn't know how to get all the way through. I would always get stuck and give up and try again with another story. So I remember coming to Brazil on my honeymoon right after the publisher in the United States had contracted me for Fallen, and I passed a bookstore with the owner of the posada where I was staying, and he said, "Oh, you're a writer, maybe your books will be in this store one day." And my husband and I just laughed. It never occurred to me that I would ever have any books in Brazil.
That you have the whole window of your books.
No, it did not occur to me.
Oh, nice. And then came the possibility of the movie. You had started writing the second book. How was it that you started talking about producing a movie?
Yeah, I had started writing the second book. The film rights for Fallen were optioned actually the day that the book was published in the United States.
Wow.
So all of that happened before any readers had even connected with the story. It was, I just had a very different understanding of what it meant back then, because there was no audience in mind for me. So getting to know the people who care about Fallen over the past 7 years has really helped me understand what matters about the movie and which scenes need to come in and what we want to feel as we're going into this movie. I think my contributions to the film as an executive producer, weighing in on the script and the music and the costumes and the casting and all of the things that came together to make it, I really had the readers in mind more than myself, because I had finished writing the books by then, and it felt like the story didn't belong to me anymore. It belonged to
the readers, of course. And you mentioned that you were a producer of the movie. And how was your involvement in the screenplay?
I was very involved because it took us a really long time to get the script right. And the first couple of scripts that I read, I just thought, well, we'll never make this movie with this script. It won't come to life because this script is not what the story is about. We had to try several times with a few different writers, and even when we found the writer, I think it felt really important to me to express what really mattered to the readers, because I knew which scenes they cared about. I knew which characters were more important. The characters that needed to be developed in a very specific way so that they could grow later in the series. And I think Scott Hicks, the director, was really on board with that, just having the long view of this, of the series, and understanding that the first book is doing all this work to set up what we hope will happen down the road.
And how was your participation in choosing the cast? Because the cast, I think, when I saw the movie, I thought, oh my God, it's just like I imagined when I was reading the book.
I had the same experience when I went to the set. I had seen the audition tapes before. I didn't choose the cast. Scott did that and worked with a really wonderful casting director. But he showed me the audition tapes, I guess maybe just after the cast had accepted their offers. And I knew right away that he had made really excellent choices, and the chemistry was what it should have been between the characters. But still, going to the set and watching them kind of come out of their trailers and walk toward me, toward the school, it felt like angels were coming at me.
Yeah.
It really felt very powerful.
It took a while for the movie to come out, and you have been very vocal in the social media about the fans asking, come on, let's make some pressure and all that. And how is it now for the days to come? I mean, the sequels, and how, if you have a date of when it's going to be in the U.S. movie theaters and all that.
Yeah, I have been as eager as any fan to get this out because I know it's good and I know
Sure.
people are going to like it, and I really want to share it. And I think the cast and Scott and I all feel the same way. Which now it's just come out in some East Asia countries. Brazil is next. I think South Africa. We're just kind of going around the world, and we are hoping that the response will be big enough and the U.S. will get themselves figured out, and we'll be able to make the second one with much less spectacle.
Okay, well, good luck.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.